you're a big fashion icon for most people. How do you relate to fashion? How do you feel about the way you dress?
It's something that develops over the years, you know. When I was a young boy at school, I used to sometimes work in the tailor shop for my pocket money, you know. And so from an early age, I've liked clothes. A lot of my great heroes in music were very cool dressers. You know, the jazz musicians I loved.
Such as?
Jazz people like Charlie Parker and so many different people I used to go and see when they came on tour in Europe. And then even Frank Sinatra, you know, people like that. They always kind of wore very cool suits. So I've always quite liked a more conservative way of dressing. But I mix up things. I wear clothes from here and from there. Sometimes English clothes, like more Savile Row kind of traditional thing. But it's great to wear a very cool, sharp suit like this from Dolce&Gabbana.
How do you feel about the word eccentric?
I think it's a very good word, and I think English people are used to it. There have been quite a few over the years, and especially in the fashion world. Some of my best friends have been, you know, eccentric figures in the fashion world.
How does being eccentric apply to music?
I think it's being outside of the normal, and that's something I've tried to do. With every project that I do, I try and do a different twist of some kind or other. And I think it's very important to make your work an adventure, and each project take you to somewhere slightly different. And the new album I've just brought out, Olympia, is a case in point where I worked for quite a long time. You just try and push yourself a bit more each time with each project, and hopefully something interesting happens. And an album that was done over a long time, so there are lots of different musicians drifted through my studio. People like, let's see, David Gilmour from Pink Floyd, he's a famous guitar player. Flea from Chili Peppers, the Scissor Sisters I collaborated with. Groove Armada, who is like a dance group, I did something with them. So lots of different people who I like, who I work with. And as you get older, it's interesting that everybody wants to work with you, so it's a nice position to be in. But also my core band is very young as well. So I have all these great players mixing with these young guys. So it's a nice combination, I think, to always have youthful young boys playing in the band as well. So they bring a certain energy.
Actually, when you plan a tour, how do you choose the songs you're going to play? Because we have so many hits and the sequence.
I'm actually doing it right now because we go on tour next week. So the next few days we're rehearsing. I just flew over here for the day because I couldn't resist going to see the show here. But tomorrow I'll be rehearsing and choosing songs for the Roxy Music Tour we're doing.
I really liked the choice of Amanda Lear once and now Kate Moss. So what do you want to communicate when you make choices like that?
I think we wanted to, with the first album cover, the very first one in 1972, we wanted something interesting and possibly eccentric on the cover, not just the picture of the band. So I had studied pop art for years at university and with Richard Hamilton, who was one of the great English pop artists. And so I guess that was part of my heritage that I was kind of using to have a glamorous girl like a Marilyn Monroe figure on the cover of the record, which I thought was kind of fitted the music, which was quite cinematic, some of it. And that turned into a series of album covers over the years, using woman in a glamorous way, you know. Amanda Lear was the second one, and it went on. And finally, with this record, I wanted somebody really famous, because normally we discovered girls for the cover. But this time I wanted somebody who had a bit of a history, and Kate Moss was the perfect person, because she loves our music, which is a great thing.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the show.